नानक नाम जहाज है, चढ़े सो उतरे पार. Nanak, the name of the God is the ship. Whosoever boards it will cross the ocean of life. So today is the 556th Guru Purab Divas of Shri Guru Nanak, the founder of the Sikh faith. And that is why we are going to discuss Guru Nanak, his teachings, and the idea of religious reform in today's lecture. Welcome to SRIRAM IAS. My name is Saurabh. I'm the current affairs faculty here, and we are going to discuss this very important phenomena of religious reform and how Sri Nanak, Guru Nanak, has brought into the landscape of inequality driven Indian society, and why this idea of equality, service, and faith has permeated all these 5 centuries to the name of Guru Nanak. The Guru Nanak is a very important historical personality, a religious personality. He is the first Guru of the Sikh religion. There are 10 total Gurus, and the Adi Guru after the 10th Guru, Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji, is obviously the Guru Granth Sahib. So these are the 10 Gurus of the Sikh faith, and Guru Nanak is the founder of this faith. He was born on this day, the Kartik Purnima, on 1469, 1469 में तलवंडी, that is situated in present day Pakistan, Punjab. This is where he was born. Right now, it is a very famous Gurudwara is located there. It's called Nankana Sahib. It's a very important religious place for the Sikhs, the followers of Sikhism. As per the census 2011, there are more than 20 million Sikhs in India, 1.72% of our population. It is a very influential community in India, very influential community worldwide, and have substantial diaspora in Britain, in Australia, in Canada, in US, all across Europe. So it's a very important religious community. Nanak or Guru Nanak was born to Mata Tripta and Mehta Kalu. These two individuals, they were childless for a brief period of time. And it's very important to understand this story, this anecdote, where Mata Tripta is earning for a child, and she is going from temple to temple, variety of mazars also, to pray to the God that her wish of a child will be granted. Eventually, she lands up or goes to in a very famous Kali temple located roughly around 11 kilometers from the place that is Talwandi. There, she goes to the temple. It is located on a mount. She prays there, and after praying in the temple, she meets a Muslim fakir there who assures us that the goddess has heard her plea because she is a true devotee. This is the context where you have to locate the Sikh faith. It is bringing, if you see the historical and social context of the Sikh faith and the Guru Nanak, look at the political map. Lodi dynasty at that point of time is ruling the North India, Delhi Sultanate, and the Punjab, most of the Punjab is coming under this dynasty. There is a lot of political upheaval in the North India since the occupation in the North India by the Afghans, by the Turks initially, और उसकी वजह से काफी ज्यादा यहाँ पे इश्यूज हैं, रिलीजियस इश्यूज भी रहे हैं, जो रिलीजियस कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है दैट वाज आल्सो देयर, और पॉलिटिकल अनसर्टेनिटी भी इट इज देयर. सो मेहता कालू, द फादर ऑफ श्री गुरु नानक, he is the accountant of the ruler of Talmandi, whose name was Rai Buler Bhatti. So he is a very supportive figure in the entire story of Sri Nanak. If you see that is why जो सिख फेथ है उसमें भी ये काफी ज्यादा एम्फेसाइज यहाँ पे इस बात को किया जाता है. Now, already Guru Nanak, when he is born, there is an undergoing current of the Bhakti movement which is present in the India subcontinent. इनमें बड़े बड़े नाम हैं, संत कबीर, संत रविदास, नानक देव जी, All of them are emphasizing purity of thought and action. All of them are speaking against caste discrimination. All of them are rejecting the ritualistic way of worship. All of them are opposing the social norms and customs related to worship of the god through priesthood particularly. So in a way they are setting the trend, the core ideas and tenets of bhakti movement. The Bhakti movement was already underway before Sri Nanak comes into the picture. But right now, when we are talking about Sri Nanak in this context, we have to remember that he is going beyond the Bhakti movement as well. And that is what distinguishes him from compared to Kabir or Ravidas or Namdev or Mirabai. This is what distinguishes him, that he goes beyond these tenets of the Bhakti movement. जैसे अगर हम देखें जो कोर टीचिंग्स हैं गुरु नानक देव जी की, तो उनमें सबसे पहला जो टीचिंग हमारे सामने होगी, दैट इज द कंसेप्ट ऑफ गॉड. सो नामदेव जी फॉर एग्जांपल और रविदास, दे आर emphasizing the purity of thought and action as well, but they are also worshipping God in the Sagun form. So there is a Nirgun form, that is the omnipresent, omniscient God, which is all pervading, and then there is the representation of the same thought in person, जैसे Rama, Krishna. So they are worshipping Nirguna through Saguna, but here Sri Nanak will completely emphasize on all pervading entity, that is वो निर्गुण भक्ति के ऊपर ज्यादा फोकस करेंगे एंड एक ओमकार का कॉन्सेप्ट वो काफी ज्यादा इसके ऊपर एम्फेसाइज करेंगे. फिर है इक्वालिटी एंड रिजेक्शन ऑन कास्ट. ही explicitly rejected the notion of caste, the birth based occupation and responsibilities and ritual hierarchy. He rejected the pervading idea of the location of the woman in the society. He emphasized on the work, worship and sharing, the three pillars of the Sikh faith. जैसे कीरत करो, अर्न बाय ऑनेस्ट वर्क, नाम जपो, रिमेंबरिंग द गॉड, एंड वांट चखो, दैट इज शेयर विद others. So in a way, this is the key thing which will distinguishes him compared to other bhakti saints, because he is emphasizing on collective ethos, social जो moral order है उसकी बुनियाद यहाँ पे वो रख रहे हैं. एक social moral order का creation यहाँ पे वो कर रहे हैं. एक कम्युनिटी, एक पंथ इससे निकल के आएगा जो बाद में रिलीजन का फॉर्म लेगा. And that is what distinguishes him compared to other bhakti saints. The Kabir or Ravidas या Mirabai, they did not create such institutional organizations and punts which will form later on into a separate religious order. ये चीज उन्हें डिस्टिंग्विश करती है, अलग बनाती है. He also critiqued the rituals and superstition, meaningless rituals, pilgrimages. इन सबको वो रिजेक्ट करते हैं. He simply says you have to do these things, earn your money honestly, you should recite the name of the god, और कलेक्टिव इथोस को यहां प्रमोट करते हुए ही टॉक्स अबाउट द यूनिवर्सल ब्रदरहुड. सो देयर आर मेनी ग्रेट भक्ति सेंट्स हु विल रिजेक्ट the sectarianism in a way कि Hindu and Muslims and other faiths are different, and they will not engage in discussions and talks also to entertain this idea. But Sri Nanak will engage with Hindu priests or Muslim fakirs or other religious denominations to preach his ideas of equality, love and direct connection with God. For that he traveled throughout the world in a way. He went to even Makkah and Medina, to Baghdad. He also went to important Hindu religious sites. He also went to Tibet. कैलाश मानसरोवर की यात्रा भी की. So in a way, the Udasis, the travels और उसके थ्रू उनका जो एक्सपोजर होता है, the way he communicate his ideas, जो वो preach करते हैं, it led the foundations of the Sikh faith. This idea of universal brotherhood, idea of equality, idea of inclusion, these ideas were very, very contemporary then. They are contemporary and relevant now. So if you have to see the legacy of Sri Nanak, उसे हमें context में देखना है कि not only he led the foundation of Sikhism, which later on became a very dominant religion one of the youngest religion in the world, promoted social equality, women's dignity, and economic ethics, which was very important. You see, Sikh community, that is why emphasizes on all these three, or influenced the later gurus, obviously, जैसे Sri Guru Angad, Sri Amardas, Sri Arjan Dev, so which later on built upon the foundation which the Guru Nanak, Sri Guru Nanak has left, and the enduring relevance in the modern times. That is ethical living and conflict free, or religious conflict free world which he has imagined, because he says that the God is one, the Ek Omkar, which the reality which is timeless, which pervades all across time and space. So only through the continuous recitation of the name of the God, Nam Japna, we can have the salvation. So this was the idea of Sri Guru Nanak, and how the Sikh religious faith came into the existence. So a very happy Prakash Purab to all of you, those who are listening and celebrating. May this day brings light in our lives, and in a way teach us about these very basic and yet important ideals. Thank you for giving me your time.